Have you ever felt like you're doing everything you're supposed to do, you're putting in the long hours, you're all about the hustle, but you're just stuck? You're completely exhausted and you're in the exact same spot you were 6 months ago. Well, today, we're going to figure out why. It's such a frustrating place to be, isn't it? Pouring all your energy into something and seeing zero real progress. And it's so easy to think the problem is you, right? You're just not working hard enough. But what if I told you that's not it at all? See, the problem isn't your effort. The problem is that you've been following a set of really dangerous toxic myths that are disguised to look like secrets to success. They're designed to keep you busy, but never actually productive. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to dismantle the 5 biggest lies that are keeping you stuck. First, we'll uncover the big success lie you've been sold. Then, we'll tackle the myths that are absolutely destroying your focus and pushing you towards burnout. After that, we'll reframe your mindset to build real momentum and expose why going it alone is a total trap. And we'll wrap it all up with a simple challenge to help you put this stuff into action, like immediately. Okay, let's dive right in. The core issue here is that so much of what we call success advice these days is built on a really shaky foundation. These aren't just inefficient habits we're talking about. They are mental chains that feel like ambition, but are actually holding you prisoner. And this is the fundamental deception. It's like you're on a hamster wheel. You're tricked into thinking you're making progress because you're tired at the end of the day, when in reality you never actually reach the destination. So let's start breaking down these myths, starting with the one that's draining your attention. And that brings us to our first set of specific myths, the ones that are attacking the most critical resource you have, your focus. Myth number 1. The idea that to be successful, you have to be always on. You know the one. You gotta answer every email, every text, every notification, like instantly. But the truth? That isn't a sign of productivity, it's a recipe for burnout. Your greatest asset isn't your speed, it's the quality of your focus. This always-on mentality leads you straight into the burnout trap. You think you're being responsive, but you're actually just being reactive. Living in this constant state of low-grade panic means you're always trading the deep, meaningful work that actually moves you forward for shallow, urgent distractions. And in the process, you're basically training everyone around you that your time isn't valuable. So how do you escape this trap? The steps are simple, but they aren't easy. First, you have to set clear boundaries for your availability. Second, be absolutely ruthless about turning off non-essential notifications. And third, you have to actively, fiercely protect large, uninterrupted blocks of time for deep work. This leads directly to the second myth, which is so often worn as a badge of honor, multitasking. People proudly claim they're great at it, but the hard truth from neuroscience is that multitasking isn't a skill you can learn, it's something your brain literally cannot do. What you're actually doing is task switching, and it comes with a heavy penalty called the switching cost. Every single time you jump from your report to an email to a chat message, your brain has to shut down one context and load up a whole new one. This completely drains your energy and has been shown to lower your effective IQ by as much as 10 points. You're not doing 2 things at once. You're doing 2 things poorly.
An old proverb just captures this perfectly. The man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither. True mastery, the kind of work that creates real breakthroughs, demands a singular, devoted focus on one target at a time.
This idea of singular focus builds directly into our next set of myths, and these are all about the internal stories we tell ourselves, the myths of mindset. Myth number 3 is the procrastination illusion, this belief that you have to wait for the perfect moment. Oh, I'll start when I have more time, or I'll launch when the website is perfect. But success doesn't care about perfection. It rewards action and momentum. And at its core, that's what's really going on here. Perfectionism isn't about having high standards. It's just fear wearing a fancy disguise. It's the fear of failure, the fear of judgment. And it keeps you stuck in a loop of planning and researching, anything to avoid actually taking the leap. The fix is to adopt a mindset of minimum viable action. Just ask yourself, what is the absolute smallest step I can take right now to move forward? You don't need to see the whole staircase. Just focus on taking that first step. Do 1 push-up. Send 1 single email. Because action creates clarity, which builds the confidence you need to keep going. And this leads us to myth number 4, the idea that you need to feel motivated to work. The problem is that motivation is just an emotion. It's flaky, it comes and it goes. You cannot build a successful career or a successful life on something so unreliable. So So the alternative is to stop waiting for motivation and start building a system. Systems run whether you feel like it or not. Simple things, right? Laying out your gym clothes, having a little pre-work ritual, or even just making your bed. These small, disciplined actions are what build the bridge from where you are to where you want to go.
This brings us to our final and maybe the most romanticized, toxic myth of them all. The idea that true success is a solo journey.
This is the isolation myth, the image of the lone wolf genius working tirelessly in a garage. This myth says asking for help is a sign of weakness. But the reality is the exact opposite. Look at anyone at the absolute top of their field. Whether it's an athlete, a CEO, an artist, they all have a team, a coach, a mentor. Think about that proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. You might make some quick progress by yourself, but that speed is temporary. True, sustainable success requires other people to challenge your thinking and to support you. Okay, so we've just dismantled 5 really powerful myths, but knowledge is pretty useless without action. So let's turn this into an immediate, concrete challenge you can start today. Look back at these 5 myths. Which one hit you the hardest? The always-on trap? Perfectionism? The lie of multitasking? For the next 7 days, your only job is to focus on destroying just one of these myths in your life. Don't try to fix everything at once. Just pick one. The only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is the toxic advice you still believe. So the real question is, what lie will you decide to stop living by starting right now?